Welcome to our slow flow class. My name is Stella. Welcome. Today we're going to be focusing on our hips throughout our flow today. Our hips are where we carry a lot of our emotions, and we're going to focus on some stretches that would allow us to remove any blocked energy here. So bring your attention to that area and the idea of letting go. So let's start with our hands at heart center. We're going to bow towards our heart, and we're just going to begin our practice with 1 Om. So let's take a breath in together. On the next exhale, release your palms, and if you're on a block, just remove that block and put it off to the side. I like to sit on a block when I start my practice to meditate. Bring your toes together and your knees apart. We're doing a wide-legged child's pose. So bring your hips towards your heels, walk your hands forward, drop your heart towards the mat, and let your forehead drop. And we're going to take 5 deep breaths here, inhaling through our nose, filling up, and exhaling through our nose and softening. Inhale, filling up. Exhale, softening, allowing our heart to go towards the mat. And breathing, breath into our back and hip area. Take 2 more like that on your own. On the next inhale, lift your head and begin to walk your hands to the right hand side of your mat. Drop your forehead, and this is a nice little side bend, side stretch where you're compressing your left side a little bit and you're stretching through your right. We'll take 3 more breaths here. And on the next inhale, lift your forehead and begin to walk your hands to the left side of your mat and walk it right off of your mat if that feels good. You can place your left hand over your right or the other way around. And again, just feel that compression, this time on your left side body and a stretch on your right. We'll take 3 breaths here. On the next in-breath, walk both of your hands forward to the front of your mat. Inhale, lift up onto your hands and knees. Bring your knees back to center. Walk your hands about a foot ahead of your shoulders. Curl your toes, and then exhale, push back into your downward facing dog. You can pedal out your heels up and down. Whatever feels good. Bring your toes together at the back of your mat. Inhale, lift your right leg and turn your pinky toes so that they're facing the mat, and just check that your weight of your body is even through both hands. Gazing towards the back of your mat, lift your top leg higher and then bend deeply through that leg, looking underneath your shoulders. Begin to roll out the knee in big circular motions one way. And then you can pause and go the other way. On the next in-breath, straighten through that front leg. Bring your knees to your chin, look forward, and plant your feet between your hands. Drop your left knee, uncurl the toe, and then plant your left hand and reach your right arm up, gazing up towards the ceiling. You're twisting, inhaling, reaching, and then exhale, perhaps open up that arm back a little bit. Take one more breath here. Exhale, bring your hands, both hands, to the insides of your foot, and then start to shimmy that right foot over to the right side of your mat. And you can walk it up a little bit and drop your hips forward, drop your head through your chest, or drop your chest through your arm. That would have been tricky. And let's take 3 breaths here. You can just gaze forward. Just warming up our hips here, loosening up our sockets and any stuck energy. Take one more breath here. Exhale, curl the back of your toe. Begin to shimmy your right foot forward into the middle of the mat, hands on either side, and push back into your downward facing dog. Let's do the other side. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, bend deeply through that leg and begin to circle out. And again, keeping the weight even on both hands. Circle out and pause and go the other way. On the next in-breath, straighten your front leg, your top leg. Drop your pinky toes down so your hips are even and leveled. Inhale, bring that chin or your knee to the chin. Take a breath. Exhale, plant your left foot down, drop your right knee, and then open up to the left, lifting your left arm up and twisting. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale. Can you twist just a little more, being mindful of your knees? 2 more times like that. Last breath in. Exhale, release your left hand. Start to shimmy your left foot up and over to the side. Plant both hands if that's available for you. You can always lift up to your thigh if it's not. Otherwise, begin to drop your hip forward, roll your shoulders back, your shoulder blades back gently. And let's take 3 breaths here. Feeling that in your hip, probably more so on your right side now. Let's take one more breath together. Inhale, you might even want to push your hips back and then bring your feet to the center, planting both hands on either side. Curl your toes, step back, downward facing dog. On the next in-breath, let's lift high through our heels, our toes, and then bend deeply through your knees. Step forward to the front of your mat for Ragdoll. Drop the upper body fully. Take any movements you want here. You can let your hands go to the mat or grab opposite elbows, whatever feels good here. Keep some water in your knees, a little bit of a bend in your knee. On the next exhalation, drop your right hand right to the middle of your mat. Bring your left hand to the lower back and bend deeply through your right knee. Twist open to the left side, gazing up at the ceiling. And you can stay here or begin to lift your left arm up, gazing up to the ceiling for 3 breaths. Again, just a little micro bend of the knee gets into our hip sockets here. Last big breath in. Exhale, release the side, your left hand down to the middle of the mat, bringing your right hand to your lower back, bending deeply through your left knee and twisting to the right. You can lift your top hand up to the ceiling or leave it on your lower back for 3 breaths. Big inhale and exhale. Last time, inhale, look up. Exhale, release both hands down. Push through your feet, halfway lift, look forward and down, shoulder blades together. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise and shine, press down through your feet, charge up your fingers, extend a mountain. Bring your hands up together. Exhale, bring your palms together at heart center. and pause here. And let's just set an intention for today. Keep all 3 points of your feet grounded and just check to see that your feet are at 12 o'clock. And if you're far back like I am, you can just walk yourself to the top of your mat. Bring your shoulder blades together. Bring your heart towards your thumb and bring just a little nod towards yourself, towards your heart. Engage your belly button. Take a breath in. Exhale, open your eyes, release your hands, palms facing forward. Inhale, lift up your hands, extend a mountain, look up. Exhale, fold from your hips with a flat back, bringing your prayer hands through the middle. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Drop your head completely. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Step your right foot back, and then step your left foot back. And let's take a flow, Chaturanga. Come down to your knees first. Uncurl your toes. Bring your elbows in and start to slowly bring your upper body down, forehead down. Inhale, baby cobra. Roll your shoulder blades together. Press the tops of your feet down so your knees are off the mat. Exhale, release. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, release. Last time, inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift up to up dog. Exhale, bring your toes together, knees apart. Push back into your child's pose for 3 breaths here. And allow this to be a soft or active child's pose. If you'd like it to be active, just come onto your fingertips, bringing your palms off the mat. Wherever you are, let's take 1 more big breath in and exhale it out. Inhale, rise up to your hands and knees. Curl your toes, push back, down dog. Inhale, let's lift high up on our toes. Bend your knees, step to the front of your mat for half fold or forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Push down to lift up, rise and shine. Charge up your fingers, look up, extend a mountain. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart and pause. Take a breath here. Exhale, release your hands down, palms facing forward. Inhale, rise and shine. Lift your arms and hands, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold, and just match your movements to your breath. There's no rush to get anywhere. We are here where life is, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hand, step your left foot back. Plant your hand, step your right foot back. And take a flow or just meet me in down dog. Uncurl your toes, chaturanga, supported. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, let's lift up to up dog. Come back, toes together, knees apart, child's pose. Forehead down for 3 breaths. Last breath in here. Exhale it out. Inhale, rise up to your hands and knees. Curl your toes, push back, downward facing dog. We're going to come onto a plank on the in-breath. So come forward to plank. Allow the crown of your head to perhaps be 1 line from the crown to your heels. Take 1 more breath in. Drop your right knee down and open up to your supported side plank, lifting your left arm up and planting your left foot down so the outer edges of your left foot are completely planted. And you can stay right here as you are. Otherwise, swing that bottom leg out to the back wall. And then on the next in-breath, lift your left leg. And again, option to stay here. Don't worry about how high your leg is going. Otherwise, you can grab your ankle of your left leg and push that foot to your hands, gazing up into a slight back bend here for 3, 2, inhale and exhale. Last breath, in, exhale, slowly release that foot down, come back onto your hands and knees, curl your toes, push back, downward facing dog. You might have to walk yourself back. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, bring your knees to your nose, look forward, step your right foot forward, drop your knee. This time, we are going to just lift our arms up, drop your hips a little bit forward. Just be mindful of your knees. You can stay here. Bring your hands to heart center and then twist, bringing your left shoulders and your left arm right to the outside edges of your right leg. Press your palms down, curl your toes, stay here or lift your back knee up, your left knee up. Stay here, take a few breaths. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. Last big breath, look up at the ceiling, and it's okay if you fall out like I did. And then exhale it out. On your next in-breath, lift up to Warrior 2. Warrior 2 legs, allow your right knee to bend deeply. Outer edges of your back foot are planted. And relax your shoulder blades, roll them back. Gaze towards the middle of your finger here, your front finger. On the next in-breath, reverse your palms and reverse your warrior. Reaching your right arm back, and let's go right into extended warrior, extended side pose. Dropping your right hand, lifting your left arm up. Take one more breath here. Exhale it out. And come up back to Warrior 2. This time we're going to straighten our front leg and reverse our warrior again, reaching your right arm back, left arm behind you, and let's go right into Trikonasana. See how my left hip is pushing back, reach your right arm forward, and then drop it once you can't go anywhere else, reaching your left arm up and leaning back on that imaginary wall behind you like you're in between two panes of glass. And again, don't worry about reaching for your feet here. What we're trying to create is an alignment from the crown of your head, a nice straight line from the crown to your back heel. Take one more breath, reach your top hand back, open up your heart towards the ceiling. Exhale, lift up as if someone's pulling you up. And then let's turn our feet so they're facing parallel. Perhaps pigeon your feet out so your toes are pointing in, heels out. Bring your hands to your hips. On the in-breath, roll your shoulder blades, puff out your chest, look up, and then exhale, begin to hinge from your hips. Again, nice and slow, following your breath. Release your hand down to the mat and drop your head completely. Bring a little bit of a bend to your knees. Let's take this lovely wide-legged forward fold. You can nod out your head yes if that feels good. You can nod it out no. And just let it go here, releasing any need to hold on to anything here. One last breath in and exhale it out. On your next in-breath, halfway lift, bring your hands to your hips, exhale it out. Inhale, rise up, turn your right foot to 12 o'clock and open up to your Warrior 2. Palms reverse, let's reach back and let's plant our hands down, windmill your hands, step back into your plank and take a flow if you'd like to or skip it. You can come to your knees or not for your chaturanga. Inhale, baby cobra or up dog. And then everyone, let's meet in our downward facing dog. Take a breath in through your nose and exhale it through your mouth. Ha. Come to high plank on your next in-breath. Let's drop our left knee, and I'm going to turn around so you can see me. Drop your left knee or the opposite knee, and let's open up to our supported plank. Again, we've got the outer edges of our back foot planted. Our arms are reaching up. Option to stay here or just swing that bottom foot out to the back and lift your right leg up. Stay here with your foot flexed or reach for your ankle and push your feet to your hands so you're in a bit of back bend. Look up to the ceiling for 3 breaths. In through your nose and out through your nose. Last time in. And exhale, release your foot nice and slow. Come to your hands and knees and curl your toes, down dog. And I'm gonna go turn around now to the other side. And we're in down dog. Inhale, bring your feet, your left foot up and bring your knees to your chin. Look forward and hold. Plant your left foot between your hands. Drop your knee, your right knee, and lift both hands up. We're in a supported lunge here. You can stay here or bring your hands to center at heart, at prayer, and then twist over your left. Again, option to stay here. This is enough of a twist for some of us. Or bring your elbows down to the outside of your left leg. Press through your hands so you're pressing down and your chest is able to lift up. Gaze up towards the ceiling. Stay here, curl your bottom foot and lift your knees up off the ground. Breathe here for 2 more breaths. Inhale, lengthening through the crown of your head, pressing down through your palms to lift your chest towards the ceiling. On the next in-breath, slowly open up to Warrior 2. And I'm going to turn around again so I can see you. Warrior 2, we're going to reverse on the in-breath, palms facing up, reach your left arm back, drop your right hand down, and then go right into your supported side angle, left hand down, and right arm up. Using that left arm to push against your left thigh, go deeper into your side angle by bending deeply through your left side. Open your heart towards the ceiling and breathe. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Last big breath in. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, lift up to Warrior 2. Straighten your front leg. Reverse your warrior, palms up. Left arm reaches back. And let's go right into Trikonasana, pushing your hips over to the right, dropping your left arm, and then lifting your right shoulders, your right arm. And turn your chest, your bottom chest towards the sky, towards the ceiling, leaning back so your shoulder blades are stacked. And again, don't worry about how low you can go with your hands. If you can and still keep alignment, great. But if you're crouched over, just come up. Come up, support yourself maybe with the block or just holding your legs. Let's take 1 more breath in. Look up, bring that top hand back. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, lift up as if someone's pulling your right arm back. Turn your feet so they're parallel and you're facing probably the opposite side of the room. Interlock your hands behind you if you can, or grab opposite elbows. On the in-breath, roll your shoulder blades together, bring your heart to the ceiling, gaze up, and then exhale, begin to hinge at your hips
And forward fold, wide-legged forward fold with a bind this time. Drop your head completely and really just be careful to bring some bend to your knees so you're protecting your knee and your lower back. You can floss out your shoulder right to left if that feels good. You can nod out your head, yes. You can nod it out, no, flutter your lips even. Oh, let it go. Let it go what doesn't serve you today, right now. Be with yourself and your breath. One more breath in. Exhale it out. Slowly begin to rise up. Make sure you have a nice bend in your knees as you do that. Head comes up last. And we're just going to simply bring our hands together and step our feet together. So, to finish off our practice today, we're just going to go into a Malasana. And for our Malasana, I welcome you to just find a nice wide stance. Start bending deeply through your knees. You can bring your hands to heart center. And for some of us who haven't done Malasana before, bringing your elbows to the insides of your thigh and staying upright is enough. Otherwise, drop your hips down completely, still keeping the forearms, your back arm, onto your thigh, and bringing your hands to prayer at your heart center. You also have the option of just sitting on a block if you need that support today. Wherever you are, just close your eyes, bringing your focus again to yourself, to your breath, allowing your joints to lubricate naturally by holding this pose. And instead of perhaps resisting the pose, if you are, see what happens when you soften into the pose. And by softening into the pose, soften the areas of your body and relax those areas that you're not using. Perhaps relax your brows, relax your cheeks and your jaw, relax your lips and allow your lips to part. Soften your shoulders, even soften through your fingers, although they're pressing together. Maybe soften a little bit of that resistance, and your feet, and allow your hip just to drop down. And I hope this practice has released some of the stuck energy in your hip area. I welcome you to stay here for another 5 of your own breaths, or even longer. Otherwise, have a lovely day. Namaste. Until next time.